Hi, and welcome back to Wicked Wands Tarot. My name's Carmen, and today we're going to do a yearly like look and see how we're doing, Aquarius. So this would be for 2023, and we've got some pretty awesome cards to start off for you, Aquarius. From the Situations deck, we have Happiness and Archangel Michael, which would be all about protection. So you're coming out of, I think, a pretty difficult time and you've earned a bit of relaxation. So it feels like 2023 is actually going to be really quite nice for you. Maybe like a little bit of a vacation. All right, let's call in spirit with some moonshine time. I hope you're having a wonderful day so far and that you have holiday time off or something like that. I started by clearing out the negativity or toxicity with the Palo Santo. So if you have an opportunity to do something like that around your place, that can be a good idea as well. I think we're going to do the energy oracle first, get an understanding of what kind of underlying energy is coming your way in 2023. And then I'll dig into specifically love and money. So for the basic energy, door to personal healing and happiness and goddess of the moon. So this feels like somebody who's becoming a little bit more trusting of their own intuition and guidance and ability to figure out the right path forward. So again, I feel like you've been through something a little bit difficult here because we have door to personal healing. There's something that is going to be much safer for you is the word that I want to say. I don't think you'll have to feel like you need to hermit away or hide yourself. Maybe you're changing the location you live or who you surround yourself with, but there's a confidence coming through with this Goddess of the Moon card that suggests that you know what you're meant to be doing. Maybe you found your calling. Specifically with like the Lenormand, we can kind of see traces of like your purpose or vocation when we see the moon, because that can be like what guides you, right? All right, let's get some additional information on the like general mood for 2023 with the Voyage of the Soul Oracle. Communication and dimensions. Under communication, we have expression, voice, transmission, message, news, and connection. And under dimensions, we have portals, astral travel, otherworldly, unseen, and metaphysical. Okay, Aquarius, what you got going on over there? Are you an alien? Hmm. You may be an author and write a really successful, like a sci-fi book. You may have some sort of platform where you discuss things that are maybe a little bit outside of the box of normal, right? Like parapsychology stuff. But I feel like you have something important to share and that you're going to find the right like channel on which to share it or group to share that message with, whether it's for entertainment or inspiring people to move forward. There's something here about your voice or your message being important. Metamorphosis. Oh, I thought there was one underneath that. So we have transformation, change, renewal, revolution, and rebirth, along with celebrate, accomplishment, reunion, invitation, event, and festival. So you have a new beginning here that is coming to you as a result of, hey, Ambit, how are you doing? As a result of putting in the work that you needed to. You have changed in a very positive way, and it's going to lead you to some sort of offer or event that's important in your life. So this feels like a reward. There's like a light at the end of the tunnel kind of thing. We have seed, potential, fertility, idea, budding, future, and capable. So you may have started the plans for something that is going to turn into a wild success for you in 2023. If you've been trying to start a business, start a band, um, maybe you applied for a new job, there is something about getting a good return on investment. So make sure that along with, thinking about the things that you want to see in your life, you're also doing the work to back that up, right? You plant the seed and then you water it, tend to it. All right, we're going to dive into love. This is the Golden Lenormand. So you may have had a difficult relationship in the past year that felt depleting or left you feeling like you'd lost something or wasted time. We have the man coming out, after that. Yeah, I mean, this just feels like somebody had difficulties regarding communication in a relationship because somebody has their back turned here. Somebody is too distracted. Maybe somebody was focused more so on their career or their reputation, their money, than they were on love. Talking about Aquarius and love for 2023. We have high honor. Privileged lady in the reverse. Change in the reverse. And wealthy man. Interesting. So I feel like you've already found somebody that is intriguing or making you kind of think about whether or not a higher level of commitment would be a good idea. We have, with privileged lady in the reverse, I feel like there's something really down to home or down to earth. Down to earth, laid back, chill about this relationship, even though somebody is also like honorable. So this isn't just chill and lazy, right? This is somebody who knows how to play and, also works hard. Of course, Ambit, you're so welcome. Hello, King Pirate, how's it going? But I feel like something really good that's going to happen here for you, Aquarius, without you losing your presence of mind in terms of who you are, who you want to be. So it's like you're improving your ability to communicate what you want, and it's impacting your ability to find or maintain healthy relationships. I really like this change card in the reverse, even though generally I would like it in the upright, because I feel like this is somebody who isn't letting money or high status change them. So either you or your partner could be current or just in the future, but I feel like it's likely a masculine energy here, or you're standing in your masculine energy in terms of your success. But we have somebody who has not changed, even though they've like risen in status. And I feel like this is relevant to your love situation. So it's like when people are really kind of impressed because a couple, famous people have been married for 20 years, for example. It's like that's the kind of relationship that this is. People feel like there would be temptation, but these are honorable people who just want to be good to each other. We have irreconcilable differences coming out sideways. So This is, I think, the loss that happened. Someone had to go through a difficult ending in a relationship, and that helped them prepare to be more communicative or a better partner the next go round. So I feel like someone had to go through this, maybe even both people had to go through this difficult relationship before they could kind of appreciate the real thing, right? We have TikTok. Maybe someone feels like they have to kind of hurry up. So if you have not met this person yet, they are already aware of you. Maybe they've seen you at like the grocery store, the mm, post office. But this is somebody who thinks that if they don't move quickly, you're going to be stolen by somebody else, right? You guys are awesome. How's it going, Miss Christina? Oh, should we do a Dr. Pepper cheers? I'm in love with Dr. Pepper, if you guys weren't already aware. All right, what else do we have for Aquarius? Settlement. And hamster wheel. So for many of you, there is a marriage ending and it ends favorably for this masculine energy. For others of you, there's a masculine energy that is getting some sort of settlement, possibly from like an insurance situation or an inheritance, maybe even like a lawsuit. But this is going to put an end to whatever, financial issues there might be. However, it's also hard for this person to stay focused on this money situation because they are really enjoying getting to know you. Actually, let's move to the tarot. We'll go with the Meta Muse. What else do we have for love for Aquarius? I like that this is clarifying celebrate. That's an excellent card to start off the column with because there's definitely an element of excitement here, something that maybe people don't think that you're ready for it yet. With the Eight of Pentacles in the reverse, there might be some jealous individuals in your energy that think that you haven't worked hard enough for this invitation, this job offer. I don't think it's a job offer because we're talking about love, but there's something here. There's an accomplishment that people don't think you're worthy of. But we have high honor, so I think they're just jealous. And it may just be somebody who has a really good reputation. If they have money, there's probably people who want to be with this person for the wrong reason. But this person, they don't care about how many options they have. They just want to be with you. And the Eight of Wands is giving me this like kind of, well, I suppose my friends in the UK would say cheeky vibe, like a flirtatious conversation that maybe kind of comes out of nowhere or escalates quickly in a good way. I think somebody is a little bit surprised that somebody is as into you as they are. We have the Star in the reverse and the Two of Cups. So someone just feels like their life is much less interesting, more dull if you're not in it. And I think they're going to say something like that to you. Like, yeah, I had to go, a week without seeing your face, or I had to, go to training camp for 5 days. And that was really hard. I think there was something about a distance or separation between the two of you and that being removed or like a doorway open, right? Because we have door to personal healing and happiness. So there's something about bringing two people together, I think, so that you can both heal But this person, I feel like they already know you. For many of you, you're already together. Others of you, you might have had some sort of encounter in a previous life. We have the Six of Wands and the Five of Pentacles in the reverse. This is someone being determined to come back into your life or have some sort of reconciliation. This could have been before you started dating, if you're already dating, or this is how they're going to feel. There is, for some of you, possibly a whirlwind romance at the beginning of the year, and then you have a separation and you come back together stronger than ever. But this person is crazy about you. We have the Hierophant in the reverse and the Seven of Swords. You may want to be cautious around conversations pertaining to long-term commitment. One or both of you may have had a really difficult experience in relationships that makes you a little bit hesitant to jump on that quickly. And it may bring about somebody's unwillingness to be fully honest. So I would just say make sure you approach delicate topics in their time, right? Don't rush anything. Oh, I think you have the love of a lifetime here because we have the Tree of Life. This is a real serious card. This means something very important is going on in your life. You're too funny, Pirate. I think I am. Aren't I reading for you right now? You guys are awesome. All right, we've got a love that teaches you something. So this could be like a twin flame situation. We have the Prince of Pentacles and the Four of Wands. I feel like this is kind of a sideways Four of Wands. So this is telling me kind of what I just said. This isn't going to be a quick, like, I met you a week ago, I fell in love, now let's get married. Somebody is going to have to warm up to you. I think there is still some healing going on. We have the Star in the reverse. Still some healing going on from a previous relationship. But when this person is given the time to get to know you and not rushed, what they want is serious commitment. But you have to demonstrate that you don't need to control the timeline. You have to show that you're patient for this person because they don't want to feel like they were rushed, you know? All right, let's get some everyday tarot on the love component here, and then romance angel oracles, and then we'll move to career. What else for Aquarius love? We have the Nine of Cups in the reverse, Knight of Cups, and then the Moon in the reverse. I swear, I just keep seeing the same kind of theme. Like, basically, we have somebody that is lost without you a little bit. Like, they keep thinking about how life would be different if they had told you how they felt. And this could be, already happened, right? Take it how it resonates. But I feel like you're going to have a really great, couple of months or whatever it is. And then there's going to be some sort of separation or maybe even argument. And then this person is going to be like, I can't live without you. And I think it all comes back to a difficult relationship that they had in the past that makes them run away from situations before they really get too serious. We've got the Knight of Swords in the reverse, which is recklessness. And the High Priestess here is underneath the Two of Cups. This person is used to keeping how they feel a secret. because they don't necessarily want to give people the power of knowing how much they care because it's caused issues in the past. So this is going to be somebody who would be very slow to say they love you, even though they may fall in love pretty quickly. We have the Hermit in the reverse underneath the Seven of Swords. Be careful because someone may be a little hesitant to be honest in terms of how far they are in their spiritual journey, or may not want to discuss it with you at all. This may be kind of like a new situation for them, but the challenge for them is they may have some issues with codependency. They may have, some of you may be an addiction, but there's something here with the Devil coming out in the upright, right next to the Hermit in the reverse. Something is stopping this person from fully being able to live their authentic life, and that's why they're in the Ten of Wands, or they will be, right? That doesn't have to be right now because we're talking about a whole year. And when they address this and put that burden down, they're able to see what they really want, right? But they have to go through this kind of loss before they can really appreciate what they have. So I guess brace yourself. It's going to be a really beautiful love, but there is going to be a little bit of a hiccup when somebody has to learn, right? Aw, you guys are awesome. Thank you. All right, what do we have? I want to get a little bit more on these Lenormand cards over here with the mice and the man of mice and men. We have the Eight of Swords and the Magician. Yeah, see, this is somebody who has maybe struggled to fully heal from the situation in the past that kind of taught them to be a little bit, well, standoffish, maybe slow to connect with people, or not really entirely sure they want to have a full, like, emotional connection with somebody. But there's a reckoning. Someone realizes I can't continue to live in this Eight of Swords energy and expect to have the life I want. I have to do, like, I have to speak up for what I want. And I can't let things just like pass me by because I'm afraid. That's just me sabotaging my own happiness. And there's nothing good about sabotage unless it's Beastie Boys. We have the Nine of Wands and the King of Wands. This is beautiful. This is somebody wanting to protect what they're passionate about. Do you see the fire that the King of Wands is holding on to? He's willing to, lose an arm in this battle. He knows he maybe risked something or did something against his better judgment, and after that realizes he needs to move forward in the right direction. Remember not to get too caught up in gender because we all have feminine and masculine within us. So place those genders where they make sense. We have the Page of Cups, somebody that I believe is going to apologize for their actions. There's regret or remorse here. They know they said something or that they're going to say something that they shouldn't have. But this is beautiful. There's a hiccup, but then somebody comes back around and says, you know what, I think I needed that to happen so I could learn. I really can't afford to lose you. Oh my gosh, are you guys going to get married? Okay. We are going to move over to career. We'll do some more Lenormand with the Fairy Lenormand. Sorry, guys, I keep scratching my nose because I was cuddling a ham bone and got cat hair all over my face. It's worth it. All right, what do we have for career and money? We have the Cross. This is like transition time. So some of you may have found an expertise and maybe, gotten promoted a few times or done it for several years, and then realized you wanted something a little bit more. Something that provides, well, you know what I'm going to say? Something that doesn't have as much of an impact on your stress levels or your ability to feel like you're managing everything. So you might be in a rather chaotic work situation right now, and you've learned a lot from it. I don't think you necessarily regret it, but I feel like you are ready for something different. Mm, yeah, we're going to go back to the situations deck and get some more info on career and money for you. So we have magnetic coming out sideways. I feel like you still have a passion for what it is that you do, but the actual like day-to-day reality of it may have burnt you out. We have bounty hunter, chaser, hot pursuit. Hmm. So you may have gotten a decent amount of experience in this career or whatever it was that you've been doing. And now there are people that are trying to like poach you from the other store or hire you at the other campus. Whatever it is, there's kind of like a little bit of recognition now or an understanding when people look at your resume, like you've got some experience, you know? And this makes it difficult for you because the moves you want to make are in the opposite direction. Maybe not entirely opposite, but you want to do something different that, again, is less stressful for you because this particular role is not letting you have like the work life balance that you need or is stressful for you even when you're not at work, right? Or not working. So in 2023, you might have like a situation where you take off a month from work. Maybe you transition to a different company. Maybe you decide this just isn't for me and you quit. Others of you may have a layoff, but there is going to be some sort of time off, I think. And this is important because it's going to help you see what you want, what you adore in your life, and what you don't. Because I feel like there's something that isn't sitting right with you anymore about this particular job. It could even be that you just don't like your boss. That's a big deal. You've got to be able to deal with the people that you work with without feeling like they're, being shitty. We have pressure cooker and wish. This feels like the dichotomy between the two. You're feeling like you're in a pressure cooker right now. And in 2023, there's going to be an opportunity for you to move, I think, in a way where you can leverage the experience that you have, but also kind of pivot into something different that is easier on you and your schedule. We have entrapment and single in the reverse. All right, for some of you, your money and career is basically being dictated by a partner. So you may feel like you can't change your job because of what your partner is doing or not doing. Maybe you would like to change to a less stressful role, but it would be like a $5,000 pay cut, and your spouse or your boyfriend or girlfriend can't pick up the slack, or you're about to have a kid. There's something here about another individual making it really difficult for you to feel like you could make this change and feel good about it. And I don't think your desire to have a better job is the problem. This person could be the problem. We're going to use the Rider-Waite. Get a little bit more here for you, career and money. It's always fun to clean up the table when there's like 8 different decks that I've used. All right, we have the Queen of Cups. This is kindness, generosity. You are giving too much to your current role, You're not being compensated as you should. You're like probably the overachiever on the team, right? If nobody can work on a Sunday, you're like, okay, fine, I'll do it. Whatever it is, I feel like you have a commitment to what it is that you're doing that other people don't. We have the Two of Swords, but this hasn't necessarily generated the income that you're worthy of, or there's something here that keeps getting in the way. We have the Two of Swords, which is kind of like a crossroads. So I feel like this is your overall decision. Do I want to do something different? Can I transition into something a little bit less stressful? Because right now, with the King of Cups in the reverse, there are days where I feel like I could snap really easily, or like I don't have control over my emotions because things have been really stressful. And I don't think it's stressful because you don't do your work. I feel like it's stressful because you aren't supported in that work. Yeah, defensive. We've got the Seven of Wands. You have to defend yourself. You might have to ask for people to give you, your commission, or to give you your day off, or to not call you on your day off. I feel like you have to constantly guard your boundaries with this role. And you're done. So I feel like you're going to, in the next couple of months here, find a way to move away from whatever it is that has been just a little bit too stressful for you here. And it may be difficult for you to actually make the final call on this because of how other people feel about this. But at the end of the day, you have to remember that if it isn't good for your mental health, you will eventually have bigger problems than just being stressed, right? So you may have something creative that you're meant to do. The Page of Cups and the Star kind of makes me feel like you might be an artist that gains traction. You might have a platform, or you might be able to help others with, let's say, therapy, or being a public speaker, an author. There's something here about you, your message, and it being important for other people to hear it. You might have a story that's really compelling. I mentioned Surviving Death, which is on Netflix, on my last video. I've been watching it. It's pretty cool. Just kind of like an collection of stories pertaining to the parapsychology. Maybe there's something along the lines of that. Maybe you put together, like I said in the other video, like a coffee table book, something like that. We have the Seven of Cups. You have choices. You just maybe don't know about it yet because they haven't been communicated to you. I want you to really focus on having positive thoughts about yourself and what you can do in 2023. Feel free to steal my saying, which is, I'm a magnet for abundance. You can laugh about it every time you say it if you want, but what does it hurt, I'm going to grab from the Tattoo Tarot and see what else we have regarding your career. And then we might have to call it a day. Gotta make sure I don't get caught in an audio loop again. You guys are so awesome when that happens. You just send, no, stop. We have the Six of Cups. So you may have fond memories of a skill or something that you were doing earlier on in your career that made you want to try something different. You just got to follow your intuition, because with the Six of Cups and the High Priestess here, I feel like you already have a little bit of a pull towards something that you're meant to do more of. For some of you, it could be spiritual, pertaining to the church, or pertaining to healing. We have the World. This is the end of one chapter and beginning of a new chapter. I feel like this really ornate kind of pine coney rosy headdress is to celebrate somebody graduating, moving on from something. Maybe you have completed a residency or done some sort of apprenticeship, and now you get to move on as the real McCoy, right? We have judgment coming out sideways. You haven't made this decision yet. You may not even really been thinking about it too much, but it is going to get to the point where you feel pulled in two different directions. Remember to look for what the justifications are. When you're caught in a difficult decision, I feel like you know or can determine, am I pulled in this direction because of my greater good? Or is that because, people expect this of me, or I feel like I have to do that? What is best for me, right? Queen of Pentacles. What gives me the stability that I need? What makes me feel like I have, what I need as far as my pentacles? But this person also looks like she's really proud, right? So make sure it's something that you're proud of, because we have accomplishment here. There's going to be something amazing you do. We have Knight of Cups in the reverse and the Seven of Cups in the reverse. You may feel a little bit confused now, or even for the first part of the year. You may even be a little bit moody when it comes to making this decision with the Knight of Cups in the reverse. But what I really get from this Knight of Cups in the reverse, do you see how there's like a white space in front of his face? I'll get it real close. It's a fake cup, right? It's just got no ink, no color. But this is in the reverse. I think you're going to know when you actually think about it, and when you use your intuition, you're going to know what the right choice is. You're going to know what the right direction is. It may seem like a bit of a pipe dream, or something like you can't fully picture how it would look if you did that, but it's going to become a reality for you. Yay! Queen of Wands. I really like to see this card coming out right now, because if I were to ask for any other queen besides the Queen of Pentacles, I would think the Queen of Wands would be the other one you'd want in terms of career and money. This is somebody who doesn't have to work to chase things down, right? We had Chaser. These opportunities are going to look for you. You are going to be a magnet to pull them in. You don't have to work, night and day to apply to 97 different opportunities. You're going to have what you need. You do have to have the confidence, though. The Queen of Wands doesn't get anywhere without her confidence, because that's what sells the tickets, my dear. Oh, I didn't grab Romance Angel Oracle for your love. I'm sorry. So we have Death coming out sideways and the Four of Wands. Sometimes things need to end for you to be able to level up. If you want to experience new, careers, experience new things, sometimes you have to look forward to that or focus on that so that you can let go of the past. It might be difficult to say goodbye to colleagues, or to feel like you're letting go of something you really put a lot of time in, but there's a different path here for you. All right, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to pop back over to love momentarily, since I did promise you some Romance Angel Oracle. It is safe for you to love, calling in your soulmate. We have unrequited love, wedding, and separation. I'm pretty sure I said something about a separation, guys. So, and we also have true love. Interesting. Okay. So yes, it's safe for you to love. You are calling in somebody that you'll have a very strong connection with, or you already have. However, there is going to be a moment, like I said, that is going to be a little bit frustrating, a little bit of a step backwards, where it might even feel like you love someone and they don't love you, or this other person that you're with feels that way about you. There's insecurity on one side or the other. It leads to separation, but then you turn right around and hairpin into a wedding because I can't be without you kind of vibes. All right, and then we're going to get zodiac fortune telling cards and get some info on your money, and we'll call it a day. One of whom you will be suspicious will prove true. So don't have too many walls up, Aquarius, in 2023. It's natural if you've had a difficult loss to maybe be a little bit cautious, but you don't want to miss out on a good opportunity just because you assume everyone's the same, right? Success in business is in store for you. I told you that. What a great card for your money, eh? Carry through your intentions and you will be happy. And a marriage will take place soon. Look at you getting into the love stuff. I guess that impacts money too, doesn't it? All right, I hope you enjoyed this. I think we also need to think about the number 17. That could be important to you now, or it may be in 2023. All right, Aquarius, I hope you enjoyed that. Give me a like, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your weekend and year. See you later.